ladies. Welcome back. My name is Emaya, also known as Lovely E, your host on the Connected with E. Yay, yay, encore, encore. Sadly, my co-host Nia no longer could not be here. Shout out to my girl though. She's always here in spirit. She's not dead, but she's here in spirit. Sometimes, knock on wood, sometimes you gotta say stuff and then repeat it back. Like I ain't mean it like that. But yeah, she's here in spirit. But of course, y'all just updating y'all on the latest news, what's going on in Charlotte, America, the world, outer space. So much to cover. So we thank y'all so much for coming. Local businesses, some artists, just our weekly report, just to kind of get the week going, get the week started. So thank y'all so much for joining us on this lovely Monday. And usually this part is friend, but friend's not here. So I'm going to do it. And our business of the week, we like to always kind of start off with a business of a week, just to shout out a local Charlotte business, what's going on in the city. Because like friend says, we love bringing the world to Charlotte to the world, something corny like that. It's cute when she say it, though, I promise you. She says it so beautiful. But the business of the week is, of course, the Queen City Awards. Woo! Shout out the Queen City Awards. Shout out to Kev Glover. Shout out to Miss Lace. Shout out to myself, Emaya. Shout out to Tone. Shout out to DJ TOP. Shout out to Side. Shout out to just the Connected family for just coming out and just doing our big one. We had 2 events this weekend. The R&B concert. It was so lovely, y'all. So lovely. I was the host. That's why it's lovely. Anything with me is going to be lovely. Okay. I have loved and entered my dark and lovely era. Okay. I'm accepting who I am for me. So shout out to us. And also shout out to the artists. One thing about it, any event that we have, we love to shout out the artists that perform. So of course, we have Miss Siren Waters. I love the love you down, girl. MK Bramlett. Stop calling my phone. Leave me alone. I'm sorry. I'm going to sing. Y'all 2 ladies, I've seen you perform multiple times. So, of course, I'm going to know some great songs from y'all. And, of course, we have Monet Simone. She did a beautiful, great job. Also, we have Amanda Barino. So, shout out to Miss Amanda. Also, Miss Fantasia's sister. So, okay. And we have Miss LEIG. Shout out to those ladies in performing. Y'all did so great. Love the performance. We love anybody. Women, man, black, white, Hispanic. We just love any dog, cat. We love anybody here at Connected that's just doing something for them, shining bright. So shout out to you ladies. Y'all did so beautiful. Of course, you can review, and just viewers, all of us, you can find the Queen City Awards on the Connected TV on your local Roku. We have an app, so please go check that out. And also, one thing about it, I said, okay, if you at a business and promote your business, you might as well, if you're a business at a business, you might as well promote your business. So shout out to Monet Simone, somebody a part of her team named Mr. Stephen Key has a business called Care Patrol, which is an in-home care that helps with assisted living, memory care, independent living, in-home care, just some great things. He's the owner and the senior consultant. So please, y'all can reach out to Care Patrol, your partner in senior care solutions. And I would think it probably wouldn't even just be senior care, just care in general. So shout out to Mr. Stephen Key. Shout out to Care Patrol. We would definitely, here at Connected, would love to keep y'all connected with us. We always need vendors. We always need businesses. And like I said, this show is the show of connecting the connected. We're going to bring the world to Charlotte and Charlotte to the world. So shout out to the artists, like I said, Siren Water, Monet Simone, MK Brimlett, Amanda Barino, and LEIG. And like I said, Mr. Stephen Key on our Care Patrol. I think that was so neat and so great that you had a business and you might as well promote your business. That's what I'm doing. I'm a business. I'm promoting my business just like I did here at Mondays at Connected with E, 7 p.m. Y'all can see us. Shout out to my little followers. Woo! Y'all got like 61 people on my page. We popping. But on that note, we're going to go ahead and keep it rolling. So since we up on it, I want to go ahead and just wrap up, kind of recap on our R&B concert. Very great. Let's just talk about the fact that we have just local artists coming. I think that's the whole key about it. The key is to have artists come to shine bright like the diamond. And I mean, hey, I'm real big on nobody know me. Nobody might not know you, but we can know each other and we can make some things shake. So just shout out to the R&B concert. Shout out to the artists. Shout out to Heist Brewery for letting us be there. Just in general, that just for them to have us and be, we're, mind you, I'm not gonna say upcoming, never upcoming, but just being a bit local business in Charlotte, trying to do something great for the community. Thank y'all so much for letting us have. And we have a connected roundup. I personally sadly couldn't be there. I should have, because I would have had my boots on the ground. Love my boots on the ground. But I know the Connected family was there. Shout out to Fizz. I seen him already on the Instagram. So y'all please check at Connected on the Instagram and see Mr. Fizz. And do his big way. He be killing me with that bird call. That's actually what it's called. It's a bird call. I think if nobody knows. So yeah, we just want to kind of wrap that up and just recap on what we had going on. I think, and also had a note that we actually kind of helped the business out. So if you're a business out there, you were building and you need some people, you need some space, please reach out at Connected. We are your people. Okay. We the ones they talking about. Okay. We gonna bring the people out. We gonna promote. And it's all about just having a good time, getting people in your establishment, getting people to know us. It's a yin for a yang. I think, Charlotte, we're now in the season. You have to give in order to take. Okay. Now, granted, I didn't realize I put this next. Because right now we're gonna keep going on this docket. Now, granted, they are stabbing people in Charlotte again. However, that does not represent who we are as a city. Okay. We do not condone stabbings nor shootings or none of that. I don't know what's going on. Actually, we do condone it. Gig is up. We're gangster. We're gangster in country. It's always been in us. But yes, y'all, a man was stabbed to death. Oh Lord, early Sunday morning in South Charlotte, according to Met Police. Wallingford Street, just before 2 a.m. near Woodlawn Interstate. Stanley Alfonso Williams II. Of course, his family has been notified of his death. See, this is what kills me, though. They kill me with they've been notified. Of course, yeah. I mean, you need to notify the people. I can't say though. I didn't know we was stabbing. I didn't know we was stabbing again. Now, granted, I keep my pepper spray on me. I think pepper spray never went out of style. I love a good pepper spray. Fun fact, I actually pepper sprayed myself on accident. Trying to, So if you don't want to be like me, don't pepper spray when wind is out because it might hit your eyes. However, nothing is, you got to protect yourself. But this whole, it's been a couple of stabbings. Recently, I've seen a man, I want to say in the Dominican Republic, they blew some powder in his face. He was a Uber man. Y'all can look it up. And the women was trying to stab him. I said, yo, when we bring it back stabbing? Now, granted, is the stab coming with a chain snatch? Because I'm thinking of 80s. I'm thinking of 80s crack, snake check, pocket knife, stab you. So, listen, please know if you try me, I gives it up. And granted, I don't got too much to give up anyway. You honestly look, you might stab the wrong person. There's no reason to stab somebody that isn't worth it. I'm big on that. I'm not stabbing nobody that ain't got nothing. That's just a waste of a stab. That's a waste of a life sentence or whatever. But I'm so unfortunate for Mr. Stanley. I'm sending my condolences to his family. At the end of the day, I don't think nobody deserves such things. Nobody deserves such way to go. I think stabbing, depending on the situation, especially if it's man versus man, even woman is woman, it's kind of cowardly. I think That's why I love the fact, let's bring back the fist. Let's bring back, all right, we gonna duke it out. And after we duke it out, we gonna leave it alone. Taking somebody's life isn't worth it. Especially, I just realized the south side of Charlotte, oh my gosh. But Woodline, and if that's what we talking about, I can understand. I can understand. Not too far from Asians Ford. No shade, no tea. Y'all know how y'all get down. Love y'all to death. But yeah, this very sad. Very sad. And an early Sunday. Granted, now mind you, that probably was a Saturday night type ordeal because it's Sunday morning, which granted y'all the other day, my grandma said go straight home. I don't know about y'all, but when grandma said go straight home, what does that mean? Go straight home. Exactly. When grandma said go straight home, that means go straight home. It just so happened this day, she told me to go straight home. What'd I do? I went straight home. I went straight home. Because there's people out here crazy. People out here doing stuff. People out here stabbing people. Like, you really stabbed this man and he's no longer here. Now, granted, we don't know what happened. Don't hands up, don't shoot, don't slap me. Because I don't know what Mr. Stanley did. But I will say he is gone. So investigation probably will be done to whoever did it. Mrs. Stanley should be brought to justice. And or whatever situation happened should be, whatever the situation was, it should be brought into light. Like I say, my Charlotte people, I don't know what in the Bronx got into us. I don't know if we hiding razor blades and lemon juice under our tongue and slicing and dicing people up. I don't know what's going on, but keep that over there. Keep that over there. I don't even like being pinched. Let alone one of my babies pinched me today. I about want to square. Yeah, I don't play that. So just imagine getting stabbed. Can you just fight me? Just fight me. Just fight me. That's it. That's all. You ain't gotta stab me though. But like I said, I don't know what's going on, but keep that stabbing away from Charlotte streets. Also in the Charlotte streets, we got some black cowboys. Woo! I like them girls and them cowgirls. Hey, I like them girls and them Daisy Dukes. I like them. Y'all, it took me 96 hours to learn that dance. Can we bring back the dances with the instructions in it? Because I cannot. All right, I'm gonna put it on the flow. I'm not saying I can't read good, but sometimes I have these things and I just, the instructions in my mind and you throw it too much at it. It's just too much. And sometimes I can't. And it's not even saying I can't. I just sometimes, and I just can't. I just can't. I can't. But I'm so happy. And like, what is you having dyslexia has anything to do with the Cowboys? All I'm saying is we need to bring back the dances where it's just instructions, Because for me to take 96 hours to learn a dance is crazy. However, we have some black cowboys on the loose. I said one thing about it. One thing about us, my people, when we like something, oh baby, we're gonna run through it. And baby, we is country trail riding. I don't know though. How long we finna be doing this? About 2 years, maybe and a half. Now, granted, I'm Southern. I'm a Southern black person, and a lot of people. I don't know what's up with this whole Charlotte isn't the South. Yeah, it's the South. It's the South. You go to a country club real quick and ask for a bottle of water and see what's gonna happen. See what's gonna happen to you. You're gonna know very much sure you're in the South. They're gonna be like, the trash compactor is down there. They're like, no, I asked for water. The trash compactor is down there, sir. There's more of you. That's exactly what you're gonna hear. So please think the South is not the South. Oh, baby, we the South. But we have some black cowboys on the loose. I want to say TNT _stables _ offer trail rides, lessons, photo shoots, birthday parties, and more, you name it. And it just had my thoughts thinking, Charlotte, we're just growing so much. We've always been a city that grew. We've always been a city that, has different. I said we give a different taste of everything. It's just not certain categories. It's not certain ethnicity. It's just not certain. It's a everything. It's a everybody. So to see that this business at TNT _stables _ is offering trail rides. They're on a country trail ride way. Why not? Now, granted, I have a friend. Shout out to Taryn. Woo! She has her own little farm too. But it's just exciting to see that we kind of bringing our country roots back and having this in Charlotte. So y'all, please, if you can, reach out to at TNT underscore stables underscore, get you some horse lessons, get you some ride. And from the pictures, they kind of look fine. They kind of look, so, you know, like I said last time when I put it on, yeah, I'm on your top 5. But right now I might be a 3. I might be a 2. That's the low me. But that's cool. I'm still cute though, and my personality is a little bit of fire, just a little bit. Can't even know everybody. But shout out to the Black Cowboys. Shout out to the city. I love to see it going. I love to see, us just doing our thing, taking a chance. And who knows, it might go from Charlotte to North Carolina to now you got the South. Now you got other states. So I'm really, really excited for y'all. And that we at Konnected, we support local businesses. We support everything, anything that has to do with just helping, growing Charlotte, even non-Charlotte, North Carolina, America, worldwide. I'm talking about, we talking to the aliens. Anybody that needs help, we are here for you. So thank you so much for y'all bringing something in our city so we can tell people about it. I'm in the business of helping those so we can help others. So yes, shout out to the Black Cowboys at TNT underscore stables underscore. And like I said, we're gonna keep this train moving. Speaking of it, so do y'all call it uptown or downtown? Hear them clicks? That's a good question. Do we call it uptown or do we call it downtown? I'm gonna be honest, straight up, right? Because I was reading the comments. I was kind of confused a little bit because and sorry, my people not from here, move to the left. I'm talking to my people from Charlotte. Come here. It's weird because you got the people in the comments that's not from here that's kind of like, well, I call it uptown. I call it uptown. And you got some people from the city saying, well, I call it downtown. I'm from the city. I call it downtown. I'm going to be honest. At this point, we just can call it town at this point. But I'm going to be honest. I think I call it downtown. No, we're not going to just call it down. We really need to call it sundown town. That's what it is. Because the way, what was this? And if you don't know what a sundown town is, look it up. What was that? Friday or Saturday night? Ooh, the way they was riding around Saturday night CMPD. Nah, y'all got it just cause they gave y'all the little, you can have your lights up, don't mean you out here supposed to be scaring people. It was definitely giving KK. Y'all can finish the rest of them out. But ain't nothing wrong. I get it. Sometimes it is good to ride around patrol, let people know we're here. So think about it before you do something stupid. So it's a yin and a yang. But yeah, I seen this weird debate that we got going on, whether it's called uptown, whether it's called downtown. I personally might say downtown only because the exit on the picture, and I'm gonna put the picture, it says downtown, A lot of people in the city at this point, you might as well know it's sneaky town. Because a lot of y'all get picked up downtown. Talking about you. I just playing. That's what we really should call. We should really call it cheating sneak downtown. A lot of y'all be meeting people you ain't got no business meeting downtown. Getting yourself caught up downtown. She ain't got to get downtown. Or if it's uptown, downtown, round around, pound, whatever it's called. We're going, Pound Town. Pound Town? Is that appropriate to call a city Pound Town? No, yeah, that's ghetto. That's like really ghetto. That's like super duper. That's super duper, ooper duper ghetto, But yeah, I'm gonna post this on my page. I don't know. I'm kind of confused. And mind you, I'm a Charlotte native. I've been born here, raised here. I call it downtown for the most part, and I don't know. I don't know why people call it uptown. I don't know. Do we really care? No, like I said, then we finna call it Pound Town at this point. Because y'all be down there sneaking up, linking up, doing things you ain't never supposed to be doing. Okay? We gonna call it that. We're gonna either call it Pound Town or Sundown Town. Whichever one is giving both. You're gonna get chased by the police. You're gonna have a sneaky link in your car. Call it both. All right. So let me know in the comments what y'all think. Is it I'm talking about is it sundown town? Yep, it's sundown town. It's sun downtown, master. I'm so sorry. Is it uptown or downtown to you? Y'all let me know. But we're gonna keep it moving. Oh my gosh, y'all. So first of all, we talked about this last week with this golden ticket. I said at this point, Trump might as well give people their freedom papers because the government canceled over a dozen UNC university students' travel visas, resulting into immediate move outs. So if you don't know, that means at least more than 13 students from the North Carolina universities have recently had their visas revoked, returning students home. On April 9th, 3 public universities confirmed. One is App State, 6 is UNC Chapel Hill, the other 6 are UNC Charlotte. I know 10 of them got to come from ECU. I bet you 10 of them got to come. Shout out to my old school anyway, but I promise you 10 of them got to come from ECU because, whew, baby. It's one of them things where, it's sad. It's kind of sad. And it's one of situations where, you are, in a way, paying for your parents' doings. But I feel like when it comes to just children, and don't get me wrong, maybe I'm like, we are the world, a hopeless person. But I just think when it comes to children, y'all, it's just very hard. I mean, people, you got these kids, they just coming with $1 in a dream. They just coming based off what their parents saying. They just want a better life for themselves. And that's what America is, quote unquote, all about. When you got to have a gold card in your freedom papers, it's kind of hard to like the American dream. I mean, like I said, these are students. These parents get sent. So that's why I said, I don't know, y'all. We just really got to brace ourselves for these next couple, these next, how many years? Yo, when you got to think about the presidential term years, yeah, I was going to say 5. I was going to say, because they already feel like 5. But these next 4 years, we just going to have to really be on our P's and Q's. I think, don't get me wrong, I've been seeing this now, which it ain't. That's just not my problem. Which it ain't. Not my problem. But yes, it is our problem. Because at the end of the day, like I said, mass incarceration is going to start sooner than later, y'all think. Right now, and honestly, it's slowly starting. It's slowly starting, but we don't talk about it right now. We not in our Black Lives Matter. We not in our, I hate that sometimes we choose and pick when we want to, when we should always be 10 steps of the men in ahead of the game, period, point blank. Because they're 50 steps times 2. So that's 100 steps ahead of the game. So please, I think, it's one thing to just, we got to reach out, be there for each other, hold each other, and what we have, make do with what we have, and what you can do it. I'm not saying go hide, but go hide. I mean, I don't tell you, like, shoot, hide, find me. Tell them, come find me. Come find me. You gotta come find me. That's what I tell them. Come find me. I'm somewhere on this campus. It's too many students up here for y'all to be trying to get me. You gotta come get me. But very, very sad, because I'm an ex-alumni student myself, and mind you, I went to school when it was, I'm pretty sure how long we've been doing international studies, how long, and I think that's the one thing maybe where we disconnect, because I think certain things, when it comes down to healthcare, when it comes down to education, when it comes down to rights, when it comes down to food, I feel like I was thinking in my mind, all countries have a universe type of ordeal where, okay, we help each other out with certain things. Of course, we got certain things, money, okay, finances, your finances, this is yours. But when it comes to humanity and certain things like food, education, the betterment of the world, some of that stuff you should be in. And that's where I feel like that these are where students, because mind you, how many American students we sent over there? I was this close to going. I was this close going to Milan. Okay? Black people, we want to go to Milan. I've been want to go to Italy. I love Milan. Okay? Now I'm just here at school calling a little girl Milan. When I've been wanting to go to Milan, okay? I did. I've been wanting to go to Milan. But I can't go no more. I ain't go. But my friend went and she had a great time. And I think that sadly, you don't hear their leaders and their ambassadors like, oh, you got to go home. I get it, though. At the end of the day, it is what it is. It's a tough world. I just, of course, they're adults legally. But, at the end of the day, like I said, these are kids. These are people that, They just came with $1 and a dream, and some of them are just doing what their parents are doing, and they probably got attached to the states, But we just gonna wish them luck, and we're gonna wish everybody a good time. As far as I'm talking about a good time. What's the good time? I'm deported. I just be saying stuff, y'all. Don't even pay me no attention. But no, we're just gonna wish everybody good wishings, a smooth transformation. If anything, we don't need to be seeing no concentration. If I see a concentration camp, I'm calling them people. Oh, speaking of that, I didn't even put I didn't even talk about this. It's gonna be on the list though. Speaking of government, y'all be careful. Your Sheen cards. Lord, I was just gonna order me some Sheen. Oh, sick. Y'all been sick since Blush Mark. What happened to Blush Mark? Blush Mark, where are you? Are you out there? No. That whole been gone. Blush Mark, Sheen. I mean, these places, man, China, they're upping their tariffs on us. So if I'm not mistaken, that means everything from China, which is kind of everything is made from China, is going up. Right now, it's a very push and pull. It's very ego right now. We're in a very egotistical time of life. So that's why I say for me personally, I'm taking my ego out of a lot of stuff. I'm focusing on myself. I'm building my brand. I'm building my name. And I want to help people that are doing the same. I real quick on this topic though, what I'm saying? Yes, China might be, whatever, man. But listen, I'm a brand ambassador for some lashes. And look, that's what's wrong. That's what I be talking about. We not right now, we don't care because they ain't dealing with our time. But I care about these lashes, okay? Get into it. My real lashes are cute. But I just say all that to say it's just stuff like that. Shout out to Kyra. Shout out to you, girl. But yeah, just stuff like that. Like, yeah, it's hard. You got China, they finna start taxing us. And we so worried about sending people. Oh, that's what I say. I don't know what Trump is. It's an ego thing going on. It's just a huge ego competition right now. Everybody got to prove that they the man. Not realizing, honey, God, praise him. Had the spirit of the Lord. Knowing that God is the only man who we should be, following in his suit. And honestly, he lays it out and we still don't pay. It is what it is. But yeah, y'all. So your Sheen cards, you shop at Sheen? No. Your cootie clean? Yep. But I don't know about Sheen no more. I'm going to try. I'm going to tell y'all my look. I'm going to try to sneak something and just do like a couple outfits and see if it comes. But baby, if the shipping, if the free shipping ain't free no more, yeah, that's how you know something going on. Baby, because the free shipping don't be free no more. I'm convinced that they put the shipping on the tax. Ain't no way my tax should come up to $20-some. I don't care what nobody say. I'm disgusted. I want y'all locked up. And by y'all locked up, I don't mean China. We're gonna keep it going. I don't want to. We're gonna keep going. Sorry, China. I'm so sorry. Sorry, Trump. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. Damn. I'm just playing. But y'all keep that in mind. And we're gonna one thing about me, I like to, when something's kind of dark, I like to turn some light. So shout out to us, a Charlotte well-known food hall. I want to say Optimist Hall. I've been out on one date there and it was so great. Shout out to you. We had a good time. I forgot what it's called, but it was like we went to some little taco place. But a well-known Charlotte food hall was putting up for the run as the best nation food of America's 10 best annual reader choices. So Optimist Hall, located Parkwood Avenue, just outside of Uptown. Ooh. Is it called Uptown? I don't know, y'all. It might be called, I don't know. I'm gonna ask my mama. I be calling downtown Uptown. I don't care. Like I said, we're gonna call it Sundown or Pound. But yes, Uptown was named one of the country's top 20 food halls in report. I was just gonna say, is it a food hall? But yes, I'm pretty sure Charlotte Optimist Hall Food Hall is amongst the top food halls amongst the others in the States. The food hall offers a variety of food, including southern-inspired dishes, homemade barbecue, Asian-style dumplings, Italian favorite, Mexican specialties, fresh bakery bread, assorted dishes. Not Optimist Hall. What? Lovely E on the plate. No, but for a shout to Optimus Hall. Now, granted, think we'll even up it a little more. Y'all might need to get a little something different in there. Just a little something that might bring a different type of crowd. Because you have a good crowd, but the thing about Konnected, right? We're just connected. We have a thing of just reaching everybody. So I think it'll be kind of cool. I know that our food truck, shout out to the food trucks of Charlotte. I know there's a couple good businesses in there, So you never know, you know. I would love a chicken wing spot, in Optimus Hall. But shout out to us, shout out to Charlotte, shout out to the Optimus Food Hall. Like I said, we're putting in the running for the best nation food in the United States. So, like I said, I personally did go to the one of the Mexican specialty restaurants. Very great drinks. Tacos was good, but the drinks was off the chain. And like I said, every time I go there, it's packed. The lines be packed for the food. Seems like a great vibe. A great vibe. So shout out to Optimus Hall. Shout out to the Queen City. Shout out to y'all for coming to Optimus Hall. And yeah, shout out to Mr. Cam Newton. Cam, I am. The NFL great Cam Newton continues to give back to the Charlotte community. He hosted more than 80 youth football teams Sunday in his renowned 7-on-7 tournament at Huff High School. Newton's pro sports organization offers a range of programs, including the tournament, to support the development of young athletes. Since over 2,000 players have played. And just want to give them an opportunity to touch and feel him, as well as get to know him and to experience the great things of football. It gives him life. So shout out to Cam, just knowing that the opportunity to be able to be with the kids, to be able to just reach out to kids. Cam, I'm not gonna post it because I'm not gonna embarrass myself, but it's a picture of me and you. I met you a couple years back, and when I mean this man, he's big, y'all. Like he's a big man. Like that man is a big man. Oh God, yeah, big man. A good guy though. Like when I mean he really likes kids. Like shout out to Cam. I'm not even a kid no more. I probably was 14 at the time. Cam, you might got me about like 10 years. So you probably was my age then. You was so cool. And that was the CMS, I want to say the day of play or something like that. So just shout out to you, Cam. You've always been great to the community. You always always have been great here in Charlotte. I still to this day, I am sick to my I ain't gonna say the word, but my that they took that. When I mean they stripped that, man, they stripped that from you, boy. I'll fight them boys, man. I'll fight them boys. I swear to God. Hey, maybe I'm about to cry. Cut the show. Sorry. I'm sorry. I got emotional, y'all. I got emotional because we were supposed to win that game. See, that's the problem. I can't think about the Super Bowl because I get from emotional to rage to depressed. I don't know. But just shout out to you, Cam. Shout out for your 7-on-7 tournaments. I've actually heard of these before. So it's just kind of nice that in full circle that I can be here to report that. So shout out to you, Mr. Newton. You're always the best and the greatest in the city. And of course, like I said, when we say something positive, we got to throw in a little, So I don't know about y'all, but this video has been going viral of this man going around that funeral home. Now, I personally am kind of taken back from the video. I'm not going to say disgusted, but I'm taken back. Because mind you, it's literally bodies that he's filming. And mind you, some of these people, they got families. And you don't know if they families but wanted them recorded. But at the end of the day, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. And I get it because an investigation underway after at least 10 human bodies were found in an unair-conditioned funeral home in Southwest Texas. Police confirmed. Police were originally called to Richardson Mortuary on Brookfield Drive around 11:55 a.m. after a funeral home worker stabbed a customer. Now, granted, when I seen that, I was like, damn, what you trying to put an extra body? I didn't like that. But they stabbed a customer who began filming the bodies. The customer's sister told ABC Houston affiliated Kirk that she and her brother had gone to the funeral home because they grew suspicious about their mother's and their uncle bodies that were stored. I opened up the casket and she had gnats in her face. Lord have mercy. In a video, Miss Matt Grutter captures some bodies laying on the tables and others wrapped in plastic. Yes, y'all, if y'all see the video, it's sick. Some of the bodies are laying in the caskets. Some of the bodies are on tables. Some of the bodies are in caskets. So, yes, she's right about the video. McGrutter said an unidentified funeral home worker eventually confronted her brother. Ain't no undefined. That's somebody's cousin. Confronted them and the family to leave. When they refused, she stabbed her brother in the stomach. Police described the wound as minor and said the victim was able to drive himself to the hospital. Since the suspect claimed self-defense, the district attorney declined to press charges for the stabbing. Yeah, because you know why I get back a mug, and I promise you I'll be getting my get back. But you ain't finna stab me and this dead body's over here. You trying to make me an extra dead body? That's all that was. She ain't slick. That's attempted murder. I want her locked up. She ain't slick. It's attempted murder. I don't like this. When I mean the video is disgusting. It disgusts my soul. You see them babies, and mind you, I'm not, not open up about it, but I know what family and death and family does not feel good. And it's just all terrible. It's all wrong. It's all disgusting. And yeah, that Richardson Mortuary Funeral Home, you're done with. You're done with. People, and that's the thing about it. The funeral home business is some money on. I didn't even realize the funeral home is some money on. Okay, money on. And I'm like, but the funeral, of course, is for your family. You want your last goodbyes, but honey, my family could take that little. Is what a shout out to me. I got a life insurance policy a couple years ago, and I think my payout is crazy. That's crazy. I don't want to die. But I'm looking at that payout like, can I get that? How can I get that? I gotta die? Damn. That's crazy. That's the type of mind I got. You see, I seen that money and was like, damn. That how much? Sweet. Y'all need that? Look, I'm like, y'all need that? Good boy. But that means I have to die. Oh gosh. I don't want that. But yes, please, them funeral homes, y'all, they be making some money. So it's very important to go to the right funeral home. It's very important to go to the funeral home that is going to, do of service and do the right thing. So yes, please check up on your people. I'm so sorry that y'all had to deal with that sick, evil, twisted individuals. That's what they are. And justice will be served because, like I said, thankfully y'all put them on blast. The story, the video went viral. When I mean the body, when I literally all you see is straight body. The first second of the video, straight body in the morgue. Like it's crazy. It's just crazy. They're sad. So condolences to those families. Condolences to just peace to those bodies. I swear I hate that there's, who knows if their souls can't even rest that way because they're literally seeing their physical body just being tormented, so not good things, Richardson Mortuary Funeral Home. You ain't it, bruh. Thumbs down. All right. And speaking of ain't it, we seen you go to spell Space Gale. That wasn't it. You was up. We seen you kissing the girl, yeah, because you knew you wasn't supposed to be on there. You knew that. I'm gonna let you have it. But you knew that. But pop star Katy Perry, journalist Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez, former journalist Jeff Bezos' wife, his fiance. I ain't trying to be funny, but how long she been his fiance? I know that's right, girl. Get your coin. But she been his fiance for a little minute. Were among 6 women who traveled abroad. Blue Origin's all-female celebrity suborbital, so like you're orbiting, orbital. See, that's why I get tongue twisted. I got a big tongue, but I use it in good places. Space mission on Monday morning. This marks the new Shepard's 11 crew trip from Blue Origin, the private space company founded by Amazon CEO. Now, okay, cool. Some critics call it celebrity stunt for tourism. Bezos is telling the people that, that there shouldn't be no concerns and that it was all good. Now, I can say, though, one thing I've learned about people with money is it like the more money you get, the more you just think out the box and just think you can do stuff. Because to me, honestly, this is given almost similar to Sally Ocean Gate, Blue Origin, Ocean Gate. That sound close enough to me. So yeah, Gail, you was kissing that girl hard, one. You God and earth and black. You already know. Put your feet on the ground, girl. But shout out to you, Gail. You know one thing about it, we always gotta have one of us doing it. If I'm glad it was you, met me. But thank God y'all all made it safe. Like I said, I always think about the first thing I thought about, sadly, was the 80s. If I'm not mistaken, was it in the 80s? The spacecraft that blew up with all those people on it. And I'm pretty sure it was, oh, I'm sorry, it's so loud. Pretty sure it was kids on there too. I don't know. It's just very, very sad. I hate that for them. But that's exciting. It was an all-female crew suborbiting the space. So shout out to Katy Perry, shout out to Gail, shout out to Lauren, shout out to God for bringing y'all back home safe in the name of Jesus. Because baby, you could have been poofed away. So yeah, y'all, Gail went to space. That's nice. I don't think I ever want to get that rich. I don't even know what space is like. I think the pictures are good enough for me. The pictures are good enough. I don't even know what to do if an alien came my way. Like, what do I do? Do I give him a hug? Do I talk to him? Do we eat together? I don't know. Are they gonna attack me? Because like honestly, I want to attack an alien. Like if an alien was sitting right there, I wouldn't attack it. Like I'll just be like, oh yeah, here goes some water. Give me a Galactica. I don't know. We just exchange. Do it the right way. I don't know. This is this whole concept of, but then you got the whole concept thing in the ocean. Oh my gosh. Y'all be killing me with the aliens in the ocean now. I thought we just had to worry about them in space. Now they in the ocean too. Lord have mercy. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna keep this train moving. Coachella. Shout out to big shout out. One thing about Coachella, and I like how they kind of remind you, because I seen Lady Gaga. I said, oh, okay, Lady Gaga. I'm in me applause, applause, applause. I'm in me applause, applause, in me applause, applause. Lady Gaga, you had Missy Elliott. She killed it. When we talk about top female rappers, Missy is definitely in that category. And I think honestly that sometimes she don't get put in that category because she don't rap about the typical the things that people typically want to hear females rap about. I mean, her versatility is crazy. The girl came in as a transformer. Like she was doing stuff. Like she was doing stuff before stuff was even popping. Like I always loved Missy Elliott, and I've always felt like both brown skin, dark skin, a little thick on the side. She helps me. She inspired me to move. She inspired me to dance. So her, Megan, I did not know. Shout out to the girl who sings, and I'm too sexy. And I'm too insecure. Baby was stunning. Baby was stunning, looking like a nice biscuit. Baby was stunning. I said, so shout out to Coachella. If I'm not mistaken, y'all can correct me. So do they the same artists perform the next weekend? Because I said that's kind of cool. You can kind of, give the people a little, like, all right, you missed this weekend, you might come next weekend. So shout out to that. Like I said, though, between Megan, yes, Megan, you did an absolutely great job. Because she bought out to Queen Latifah. She bought out, what's her name? Victoria. I'll put that on my own mama. They got this song called Watch Me Spin Around This Pole. Hey. Watch me spin around this pole. That's my song, y'all. She bought Sierra. So they both killed it. But really between Lady Gaga and Missy Elliott, sometimes them OGs gotta stick out. OGs. Oh, and Green Day. We love Green Day. Don't want to be an American idiot. 121 guns. Break up your heart. Yeah, I think I know that. I think I know about him. Hey, I'm a rock star. Yeah. Shout out to all of them. Shout out to Coachella. I want to talk about this, y'all. This breaks my heart. Pretty sure former LSU receiver. I want his name is Kareem. Oh Lord, Kareem Lacey, who was found. Is that how you pronounce his name? Kareem Lacey, the LSU player. Kyron. It's either Kareem. Lord, don't shoot me. And by the Lord, I mean by the people. Maybe Kyron. Kyron Lacey, who was found dead Saturday night in Houston, died apparent suicide in his car while being pursued by authorities, according to the Harris County, Texas Sheriff release. According to the Harris County authorities, the police got a call from a female family saying that Lacey disarmed the firearm during a verbal argument, fled the scene, and during the scene, I guess he cried. He ended the crash. He ended it with a crash. And also said they approached it, and it was a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Wow, he was pronounced dead 24. I mean, this is a very heavy story because literally a year ago, maybe a year ago, some change, he was the star player at LSU. And like I said, please forgive me if I botched his name. I want to say his name is Kyron or Kareem Lacey, but it is Mr. Lacey. Just a year ago, he was doing his thing and literally all on the blogs, talking about being next drafted. And he was born the same year I was born. I said, how that work? I noticed. I said the college football players getting a little older. Ain't nothing's wrong with that. But just and sadly, that whole situation with him and the hit and run. I hate that he did. I hate that situation happened. I just don't know. It's a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas. All I'm gonna say is, we're gonna pray for his family. We're gonna pray for the family with the hit and the run. And honestly, this is just. I was talking to my brother, even though my brother don't be listening, and he swear I be trying to little boy him, and he swear I be just. But one thing I talked to him, it was the whole conversation of, sometimes you look about it and the whole situation taught you is just be careful around the situation and the people you around. So even just this situation, I will have to kind of encourage people to realize that life is not over. Unfortunately for him, he did end his life. However, life is not over. And I think one thing about it, even I kind of had a prep talk with my own self, what I'm doing right now. What's my goal? My goal at the end of the day is to give back. My goal at the end of the day is to do something, make an impact, and do something great with the community. And sometimes I feel like we can sadly get too caught up. Okay, I want to be this. I want to be this mega football star. And if I'm not this, nothing. I hate. And I don't know. Maybe. And I'm not going to put words in his mouth. I'm just going to kind of just speculate on what I could think of. And I think life is more than just that. And that's one thing I'm reminding myself, because I don't want to get discouraged on my journey of being hosting, radio, comedy, comedian, whatever it is I'm going to do. I don't want to get my hopes up and thinking if one thing go wrong, like I done set my life, this is what I want to be. And if I'm not this, oh no. So hopefully this can kind of just help everybody know that, at the end of the day, he may have his own reasons for doing what he did. And at the end of the day, we're going to let that man rest. And we're going to just I'm not going to say support, but just in a way, just let it be. If the situation, if that's how it is, that's how it is. But if they can encourage and help somebody to realize at the end of their life still is going to go on. And hey, this is what it's all about, having different aspects, different type of, I'm going to say different type of ventures in your pocket, different type of things that you might have going on. Like I said, I would don't think this one thing, because honey, life has a funny way. You think it's gonna be this one thing and it's not. But not saying that, because usually sometimes that one thing is the one thing that you don't want is the better thing. So I just say all that. I am just very so unfortunate for Mr. Lacey, because like I said, just a year ago, me and my friend was betting on him, and he was just the hottest thing. And with that whole hit and run thing, it just was. I just bet it was just too much. So we just hate that. But like I said, rest his soul. We're praying for the family. We're praying for everybody. And speaking of praying, we got to pray for John Morant too. Now, Mr. Ja, I like you now, but you got to see them grenades and them guns. It just, and then I don't know. I can be honest. I be hating, because I'm a teacher that don't get paid a lot. And when I be seeing all them NBA players and all them get paid so much, I'm like, why? Like, ugh. But he got fined 75. Talking about some 7. He got charged $75,000 for recently mimicking pointing a long gun. And of course he do his grenade, which I think is kind of corny. I think, but I think I I think no. Well, I get it though, because maybe guns isn't a thing. I don't know. Can he break dance? Let's maybe that. Maybe if he bring out break dancing, that might not be. You think they might? Y'all look that up for me. Is it illegal to break dance after scoring? Can you bust down in the Boogie Bronx? Will they fine you for that? Because maybe that's might what you need to do. But I just bring Mr. Ja in this because we're gonna end our news. Like I said, I've been getting this itch, y'all, but luckily I haven't had no time. I said, oh, maybe it's the reason. It's a reason for everything. Maybe it's the reason I'm not gambling. Because when I mean FanDuel hit the city like crack in the 80s, I was on it real bad. I'm going to continue to say that. I was on it real bad. But we got the playoffs. It's just exciting because like I said, I'm going to start getting back betting. We have our 9th seed on the West, Sacramento Kings. Our 10th seed looks like, who that? It look like Dallas. Yeah, it look like Dallas. The 7th seed, Golden State. 8th seed, Grizzly. So I'm pretty sure they're playing this week, which just starts maybe tomorrow. But you got Oklahoma City, Denver Nuggets, the Lakers. That's why I keep hearing this Lakers in 5, Lakers in 5. The Timberwolves, the Houston Rockets. I forget. I don't know what that is. But on the East, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers, Buffalo Bulls, Miami Heat, Magic, Atlanta Hawks. What? Basically everybody except for Charlotte. Cool. Boston, Detroit, Knicks, Bucks, Pacers. So yeah, this is gonna be kind of similar to last year. I don't know, y'all. I think now granted, I don't know about what you think, Kev, but I know for sure they're gonna give LeBron a ring before he retires. So if the Lakers take it, which I wouldn't be surprised if they do, which I would if I was Dallas, I would probably really I wouldn't say I would probably do something to the whoever made that executive decision to trade Luka, but I would probably be waiting on him outside the door, who kind of similar to that manager that traded off Shaquan Barkley to the Eagles. If I would definitely be waiting on that man at the door. However, y'all, please check out the NBA Finals. I know I will be. I know I'll be betting. It's a very exciting time. You know, see, I'm a great girlfriend. If me being a girlfriend, I'm all into sports, you know, all that good stuff, whatever. So yeah, that was our news for the week. Thank y'all so much for being in. You know, sometimes that takes the meat a chunk of the day. But our food of the week, I said we're gonna do something a little different. Oh, we got 1 minute. Well, the food of the week is Heist Brewery. Please come out and check Heist Brewery out. They have some great wings and some pizzas. We have our Health Kids coming up August 26th. So please come out to Stratford YMCA near West Boulevard. And of course, Konnected with E with us 7 p.m. And I would love to end the message of the day. Like I say, summer is here, almost here. So please enjoy spring. I'm your host, Maya, also known as Lovely E. Nia couldn't be here. Show goes on. I'm just playing shoddy girl. But on that note, thank y'all so much. And we'll be back 7 p.m. Sharp.
The Konnected Radio plays the hottest hits from indie or mainstream artists.